what do you think is the biggest difference between your country and Canada?
I think the biggest difference things between my country and Canada is like school process. Like because my in Japan there is a 7 process in one all days, but there is a 4 process.
Okay, thank you.
The second try will never come round.
Hi,
Hi.
how are you?
Good, thanks.
May I ask you some questions?
Yes, of course.
What's the most different thing between Canada and your own country?
I think there's lots of rules here in Canada which are so different with like my country one, and like also the weather is so different here with Iran as well.
Okay. Hi, Fatima.
Hi.
Can I ask you some questions?
Sure.
What's the most different thing between Canada and your own country?
Well, first of all, the food, all the gastronomy is very different. Also the weather, and especially the people. In Mexico, I'm from Mexico, and the people is quite different from Canadians.
Good morning.
May I ask you some questions?
Yes, go right ahead.
What's the most different thing between Canada and Japan?
Canada and Japan, because I used to live in Japan. The biggest difference, I think, between Canada and Japan is Canada is very much individual. We want everybody individual to do a really good job about everything, where Japan is very, very much about the group. The group is more important than the individual. So that's a big difference that I was very surprised.
Have you ever experienced culture shock in Canada?
Yes, actually, here in Canada, the way like people drink or the way people like eat food is a bit different with Iran. Or like the way people dress is a lot different with Iran. Like in Iran, women normally used to cover their hair, like most of them. But like in here, not like everyone covered.
How did you solve the culture shock?
Actually, like about food, I think like here in Canada we have lots of like Persian restaurants, so I like sometimes I used to go there. Or, like also Canadian food are like so delicious. I think so.
Okay. How did you adapt to the new environment?
Actually, I have found so many friends from different cultures, so now I became I have been adapted to this environment.
Okay, thank you. Have you ever experienced culture shock in Canada?
Yes, I once experienced culture shock when I first arrived here because everything was so different to my country.
Okay. How did you solve the culture shock?
I solved it because I realized how good this opportunity is, and I understood that I couldn't stay thinking about my culture, and maybe I learned from this.
And how did you adapt to the new environment?
I tried to see the similarities between two of them and try to see the difference.
Have you ever experienced culture shock?
Yes, I have. Absolutely.
What's that?
What culture shock is? Culture shock is when you move from one culture to another culture and you're shocked, you're surprised, and it's difficult for you to make the change.
How did you solve the problem between the shock when you go out with your friends?
Between Japan and here?
Yeah.
I had two culture shock. I had culture shock when I first went from Canada to Japan because of the change in system, and then I had a big culture shock when I came back from Japan to here. It was so difficult. But the way I did it was that I was very calm and I tried to get into what I call the rhythm. So when you go to a new country, you have to see, we call it do as the Romans do.
Ah, yeah,
Right? So you just
yeah.
watch and you say, oh, that's the way I'm supposed to do it. So for example, in Japan, I have to sit down at the bank. It's very unusual for me. Why do I have to sit down and wait? I like to wait in a line. But you just do what everybody else does, and it works out really good. So do as the Romans do.
Yeah.
Right.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Thank you.